If you're looking to relocate to Marana, Arizona, which is just northwest of Tucson, today is the day we're going to be going over everything there is to know about Marana and why so many of my clients are loving to live there or choosing to move there. Whether you already live here or you're looking to relocate to Tucson, this is going to be the best informational video for you to get to know Marana. We're going to break it up into 3 different sections. We have the Dove Mountain Marana area, we have Rancho Marana and the Gladden Farms area, and then we have Continental Reserve. We're going to go over everything of what it's like to live there, where you'd be shopping, the school district, and then we're going to take a look at some of the houses on the resale market, and then of course some new construction options as well and who is building there. This is going to be your ultimate resource and breakdown for Marana, so let's get right into it. Let's first start and take a look at the map where exactly Marana is located. If you've seen any of my videos before where I'm breaking down areas, I always like to use downtown Tucson as a central point, so we will be using that for this video. But as you can see, we are looking at a bird's eye view of Tucson. Right up here near Oro Valley, that is north. You can see this red dotted outline is going to be the town of Marana. Over here on this side near Tanque Verde, you have east. Down here near the Google sign and Sahuarita, that is going to be south. And then over here where it says Tucson Estates and Red Hills Visitor Center, that is going to be west. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Now, of course, depending on the areas of where you're located in Marana or where you're going to be living, it's going to vary. So I'll kind of break it down per section. But to get to downtown Tucson, right in through here, this is the Children's Museum and Convention Center. That is downtown Tucson. Super easy to get to pretty much anywhere in Marana from that area. You're just gonna jump on the I-10. So right through here, you have Congress Street, getting up on the I-10 and headed north. For majority of the areas, you will be getting off on the Tangerine exit, or you would be getting off right here on the Twin Peaks exit. Just depends on which area you're going to go to. Now, for this video, we have 3 areas we're going to be deep diving into. We're going to first start with the Dove Mountain Marana area, which is east of the I-10, right in this area. Dove Mountain is known majority for being a resort style living. So you're going to have a good mix of everything in there. There's a few 55 plus communities, but then there's a good mix of families, kids, price ranges, everything from low 300s all the way up to multi-million-dollar homes. So there's a wide range in this area. Then we're going to jump over here just across the freeway west of the I-10, and this is the Rancho Marana area and Gladden Farms area. That is going to be one of the bigger master plan communities as well, which is Gladden Farms, but this is just more of the west side. And really this area, you're going to be seeing your mid 300s up to maybe 5s or so. That's kind of pushing it, but this is a really great area. We'll deep dive into that. And then we're going to jump over here to Continental Ranch and Continental Reserve, which is a little bit closer to your downtown area for the most part, quicker to get to. So in this area, Dove Mountain, it's going to take about 30 to 35 minutes to get to downtown Tucson. You're just getting on the Tangerine Road exit here, and then like I showed, going to the downtown area here. Now for Gladden Farms, pretty much the same thing. I would say about 25-30 minutes to get to downtown. It is a little bit closer in this area compared to this area here. And then for Continental Ranch and Continental Reserve, anywhere from 15 minutes to 20 minutes to get to downtown Tucson. So let's go ahead and start first with Dove Mountain. Now this is again on the east side of the freeway and very much known for your luxury or resort style living, mainly because of the Ritz-Carlton. And then of course, you can kind of see a difference when you're driving through very manicured streets. You have just that really nice master plan community, country clubs in the area. But again, they have such a wide range of price ranges that you can kind of, if you're wanting to get in the mid 300s in there is those options. So before I kind of show you what's in these areas, where you'd be shopping and everything, let's talk school district. Now for these videos, I like using niche.com. I will have any of the links that I talk about linked down below, so you can go ahead and do your own research, especially if a school district is important to you. For this video, Marana, it is all within the Marana Unified School District. So if you're doing public school, you would be doing Marana Unified School District. And as you can see, it has all the ratings here. So they are B, B+, A- school, which is really great. If you want to do charter schools, there are those options as well. Great charter schools in the area. For Dove Mountain, let's go ahead and zoom in. So this is your Dove Mountain Marana area, right in through here. And for public school, you would be doing the Dove Mountain K-8 STEM school. It is an A- school, fabulous school, super close if you are living in this area. Lots of kids that go there. And of course, you can do the charter school option, which is right over in this area, a little bit more east going towards Oro Valley. And then for high school, you would be doing Mountain View High School, which is a B+ school. So great options, super close. If you're living in this further up Dove Mountain area, it's probably gonna take about 15, maybe 10 minutes to get down there. But if you're living more here, 10 minutes or so, which is not bad at all. So again, this will be linked down below. This is niche.com. If school districts matter or if you have questions, definitely do your research, but this is a great resource that I like using or helping my clients kind of figure out what schools are gonna work best for them. So back on the map. I have so many clients in the past year and a half that have really gravitated for the Dove Mountain Marana area. Truly, if they are looking in the Oro Valley area, which is right over here, or even some that are looking in the Catalina Foothills area, a lot of them tend to gravitate towards Dove Mountain. It has a lot of the very similar aspects of what you would see in Oro Valley or even in Catalina Foothills. It is more of a master plan community establishment. So if you're looking for those houses that are more older homes with more characteristic traits like a ranch style home or more lot spaces, you might not necessarily find that here. There are definitely some areas in here that do have larger lot spaces, but that's going to be, we can look at those a little bit later when we look at resale and everything. But a lot of this is going to be big on master plan communities. You have a lot of builders in this area too that are actively doing new construction, and again, a lot of luxury homes as well. So this really, I've had so many clients that come in that they love Oro Valley. They've never even heard of Dove Mountain. It's not even on their radar. And then we go and visit and they realize how much they love it. So let's go ahead and take a look. You are nestled right within the Tortolita Mountains. There is a lot of hiking, a lot of trail access in this area. So it's super beautiful, very tranquil. I really press on that resort style living, not because necessarily you're near the Ritz-Carlton, but it's so quiet out there and so peaceful. You don't have any walking traffic. It is only intentional walking that you will see. So people who are riding their bikes, walking their dogs, that is what you're going to be seeing in this area. Now, for amenities, where you'd be shopping, you have a lot of golf courses. I think 3 or 4 golf courses in this area. So if golf is something that's important to you, this is a great location for that. For main shopping. Now, off of the Tangerine Road, you have Twin Peaks in Tangerine, and you have through here, basically, they used to have a grocery store here, but they don't anymore. But you have the Dove Mountain Brewing Company, which is a really great location. A lot of fun, a lot of people in the neighborhood go and hang out here. Great beers on tap from what I hear. You also have some restaurants in this area, Vera Amore, which is a really great Italian restaurant. You even have an Indian restaurant down through here, dental offices, urgent care right down the street as well. I think it's actually right here, which is a vet shop. But great options, really great ice cream shop, Wells Fargo. So this is going to be your direct access to, your first set of restaurants and everything. Now, Walgreens is here as well, so it makes it super easy and convenient. Your very next area for shopping and amenities, you're super close. So right here off of Tangerine and Thornydale, this is going to be your direct grocery shopping. This is your Fry's Marketplace. I think this is one of the nicest Fry's in town. For anybody moving from out of state, this is close to like your Aldi's or your Kroger. Fry's is a Kroger brand. So again, really, really beautiful store. One of the nicer ones in town. They have everything from clothes, shopping, amenities here. Huge store. You also have a McDonald's over here. I think there's even like a haircut place, a Dairy Queen, Domino's, State Farm Insurance, gas pumps, everything you can need right here. There's a Subway. So if you're living in any of these neighborhoods, even if you're all the way back here, it takes 10 minutes to get to the grocery store. If you're living more in these areas, maybe 3 minutes, which is really nice. So that's your closest grocery store shopping. Now, I had mentioned that a lot of this area is going to be more of your master plan communities. You do have off of Moore Road through here, some more bigger homes. Like you will have some bigger lots and everything. I don't think my guy's gonna take me down. But as you can see, this is kind of what some of the neighborhoods look like. You are again nestled right in the Tortolita Mountains, which it is really beautiful. They're not as big as the Catalina Mountains, but of course you have views no matter where you're going in Tucson. So this is the main road off of Dove Mountain, but look at how pretty it is. Again, you're surrounded by golf courses. You have a lot of nature in this area. There's like a family of, I think 20 or so javelinas that just kind of roam this area, but this is the main road. All golf courses back here as well. So let's go ahead and zoom out. So super close to shopping amenities, very, very close to freeway access, not too close though, where you feel like you're kind of right on top of the freeway. I did also hear, because this is kind of it feels like a far drive, it's about a 10-minute drive to get all the way back here. The town of Marana did approve that they will be blasting through to have freeway access through here, which is great, probably within the next few years or so. But to get to the freeway, probably about a 12-minute drive or so. And then any of your other shopping. So grocery stores are right in this area. Target, Costco, those are huge. Those are always my biggest things of where people shop, what's important. That's where I shop everything. So closest Target, if you just go down Tangerine Road, this is also kind of your freeway road, really to get to like your Oro Valley and your other amenities. Here's your Oro Valley Hospital. This is probably going to be the main area where you're going if you need hospital needs. If you're living more in the further area of Dove Mountain, this is probably going to be closer to a 20-minute drive to get to the Oro Valley Hospital, but not bad. I mean, you're very, very close. Here's the hospital right here. This is Oro Valley Hospital, really nice, beautiful location, great views as well. But this is going to be kind of your main hub of probably where you're going to be shopping as well. Right across the street, you have this is the Oro Valley Marketplace. So you have everything from a movie theater right here. This is the movie theater. You have another brewery, Thai food. You even have down the street a Walmart Supercenter. Also, this is probably one of the nicest Walmarts in town. I feel like Walmart sometimes doesn't get a good rep, but this is one of the nicer Walmarts. Beautiful mountain views here as well, so it's super tranquil and pretty. Some more shops in this area. You have an Ulta, you have I think a DSW down here, Keg Steakhouse, Olive Garden, you even have an In-N-Out Burger down here. But this is going to be, again, depending on, let me zoom out so you can see. So again, here's kind of our Dove Mountain area here, directly down the street. So if you live more on this area here, 10 minutes to get to there. If you're living more further in this area, you're going to be about a 20-minute drive. Great access to just amenities though. La Hacienda Family Mexican Restaurant. I've heard amazing things about this restaurant. I personally have not eaten there yet, but it is on my list. But from many clients and just even colleagues, I've heard it's one of the best Mexican restaurants in town, and I haven't even been there. So great option here. Now, Oracle Road, as we head down, this is going to be, again, kind of your main hub. right here. So you're super close. Let me zoom back out. So Oro Valley Hospital, Oro Valley Marketplace, right here, 3 minutes down the road maybe. You have a Home Depot, you have a Target, you have a Planet Fitness, you have First Watch, which is a really great breakfast place. And I did say this in one of my last videos, that this Target here, where are we? This Target apparently on TikTok has been dubbed the most beautiful Target because of the views right outside, which it is very pretty. So again, depending on where you are in the Dove Mountain area, anywhere from about a 15-minute to a 20-minute drive to get to this Target. You have a Five Below, which is kind of like a $5 dollar store tree. Ross, you have an Office Max, you even have a PetSmart, another Fry's grocery store, but lots of shopping in this general area, and it's super pretty. Again, Home Depot, but a lot of restaurants in this area as well. So this is gonna be, again, kind of why people really love Oro Valley, but they don't really find the options that they can get over here in Dove Mountain. It's still in a really great accessible area. Now for other shopping like Costco, your closest area, and this is kind of just in general for all of Northwest, the closest Costco for all of it is going to be, so you take Tangerine Road and you're gonna go back on the freeway, and let me zoom in. You're gonna pass a lot of shopping here as well. As we go down to the Cortero exit, you have a lot of shopping in this area. And then you're gonna get off on the Ina exit or Orange Grove. So either of these two exits, and you have your Costco wholesale right here. You are also very close to a Topgolf, AZ Airtime, which is like a trampoline place, but this is the Northwest Costco. So this is pretty much like your Oro Valley, your Marana, anything on the west side. This is probably the closest Costco for a majority of people. But I will say, because I shop here, this is the least busy Costco in my opinion. The lines aren't as long as other Costcos. So this is a great option. You even have another Target over here. So if you're wanting to kind of do your one-stop shop and get all your shopping out of the way, this is gonna be the best option. But I wanna say about a 20-minute drive if you're living more in this area of Dove Mountain. If you're living more here, 15 minutes to get to Costco, which is pretty great. Okay, so I wanna show you again, just kind of some of the neighborhoods. Let's see if I can, my guy will kind of show, but this is really a good idea of some of the more developed neighborhoods in Dove Mountain. These are some of the more older, more established neighborhoods that probably started more in the early 2000s, but we're gonna take a look now at some of the resale market. Now, if you're looking to relocate to Tucson, or if you already live here, if you have interest in Marana, definitely reach out to me. My contact information is down below, so I'd love for you either text, call, email me, whatever is easiest. There is so much to explore in this area, whether it's resale or especially new construction. I have so many clients who are relocating here, or even some that already live here and they don't realize the opportunity that new construction gives you. You're getting into a brand new house that no one has lived in before, warranties, the great incentives they're offering. So if that interests you, if you have more questions, definitely reach out to me. I'd love to connect with you just to get to know you a little bit better and how I can help you just explore the areas, whether it's Marana or any other areas of Tucson. I work all of the greater areas. So again, contact information is down below, text, call, or email. Now, let's jump and see some of the resale options. So if you're looking for new construction, I will say the main areas where they're building before we jump over, it's going to be in this area here. And you have quite a few builders. You have Madame Homes, which is one of my favorite. You have Richmond American, which is also great. Fairfield Homes, which is going to be more of your luxury builders, which they're fantastic. And you have Lennar and Pulte. Now, any of these areas are going to be new construction where they're actively building. I have on my channel so many videos. I've toured majority of the builders in this area. So definitely go to my channel, scroll down, look at what I have done for builder wise. But if you have questions, you can either comment or text me, whatever is easiest, I can answer that. They also have some new construction in this area here. So a little bit further or closer to just kind of life in general. And then there is a new subdivision that is opening at the end of September this month, right in this area. It's going to be super beautiful, not as many locations or lots available, so it's going to be very kind of exclusive. Now, let's take a look. This is the Flex MLS. If I'm ever setting up a search for you, or if I am searching for homes that are actively on the market, this is what I am using. So I load in all of my criteria on this side, and I am just looking at Marana. Now, Dove Mountain, we're gonna kind of just take a look at the lowest price point, medium, and then your high luxury price points. Now, for Northwest Tucson, the median home price is going to be, I just looked it up this morning, median home price was $475,000. Now that ranges, that's kind of taking into consideration all of northwest of Tucson. So that's kind of your Oro Valley. All of this area here is going to be your northwest. For Marana, you can really get, depending on areas, Dove Mountain, you can get anything from the mid 300s to, again, maybe even 6 million. It really is a huge wide range. So let's take a look at some of the houses. Now, I did mention there are some 55 plus communities in this area, so if that's something that interests you, that's definitely a good option. But let's take a look at the lowest price point house. So this one is listed for $332,000. It is 1495 square feet, and it was built in 1997. So great option if you are looking for a more affordable option in this area. As you can see, this has been on the market for 194 days. So right now, resale, it is kind of sticking a little bit longer. It really just depends on the house in general. But let's kind of take a look through some of the pictures. So it seems it is definitely move-in ready, could use some updating if needed, but for the most part, if you're wanting to keep kind of a more affordable option, this could be a really, really great option for living in the Dove Mountain Marana area. Great, seems clean for the most part, but again, could use some updating if needed, but if you're looking for just something that is move-in ready, low care, bigger backyard, full of dirt, you could use some rock back there, but good option. So this again is going to be listed at $332,000, and that is right in as you go into the Dove Mountain area. Now let's go ahead and scroll. Let's kind of look at a medium range price. That's not new construction. So right here, we have one listed at $639,000. This was built in 2013, so a little bit newer, and this is 2391 square feet. Let's see, days on market, 36 days, and let's take a look at some of the pictures. So cool, this one backs a golf course, very pretty, kind of get a sense of what the golf course community looks like. 2-car garage, definitely a bigger home. Okay, and you have that Southwest vibe going with the furniture and decor. Nice open kitchen. So if you're not wanting to look at new construction, it kind of gives you a sense of what you can get on the resale market. But sometimes a lot of people will tend to go the new construction route because you can get something in this price range, but then get interest rates. I have clients who just got an interest rate with a new construction builder at 3.99% up to 4.5%, and that's a locked-in fixed rate. So you're kind of saving hundreds of dollars if you end up going new construction. But benefit of resale is that you're already in an established neighborhood. You don't really have to worry about landscaping, which this one's very low-key, low care, but beautiful option. So that's going to be kind of your mid-range pricing for Dove Mountain. Let's take a look at one of the more expensive. So as you can see, they have some very custom homes that are going for $6.5 million. This one's not built yet. So let's take a look at one that is fully built. This is a built home listed at $4.6 million. And let's take a look at those details. So this is 4,325 square feet. This was built in 2024, so basically a brand new home on over an acre lot. And this one has been on the market for almost a year. Now, how they do these is they will build these homes, or they'll list them when they're not built yet. So it probably was listed prior to being completed, but gives you a good sense on the luxury homes. Let's take a look. Beautiful pool. You are nestled right in the mountains as well. Really nice finishes. I will say for luxury market in Tucson in general, to find a newer home that is luxury, I think is a good option, because sometimes the luxury can definitely be, your early 2000 builds that are a little bit outdated. But this one's really pretty. Look at that landscape, super pretty. Really nice and modern. So it gives you a good touch of what luxury is going for. There's even some beautiful homes that are in the $1 million price range, or $2 million, if that's more so of what you're looking for luxury wise. But you can get some great options of all price ranges in this area. So really pretty option. This would definitely be a good one to kind of do a video of if you have interest in any of these homes. Happy to walk through and give you a personal video of it. So great option. This one's nestled right in the mountains. Let's take a look of where that's at. Yep, so right in Canyon Pass, which is a really nice, prestigious, beautiful neighborhood. A lot of these homes are going to be within gated communities as well. So we looked at resale. I talked briefly about new construction. I go and deep dive well in my channel on a lot of the new construction builders. So again, that's anyone from Madame A, Richmond American, Fairfield Homes, Lennar, Pulte. They have some great options of new construction if that is what you are looking for. But gives you a good idea of what the Dove Mountain Marana area looks like. Now we're gonna jump over across the freeway and take a look at the Rancho Marana and Gladden Farms area. Before we move on to the next location, I wanted to show you my website, which is gonna be a great resource for you to utilize if you have questions about Tucson, and also to get in touch with me. So I'll have it linked down below, or you can go to TucsonArizonaLiving.com, and this is going to be the main page. Right up here, this is my phone number. This is what I pick up. I text you on. It is me on the other end of the phone. You're going to find everything from buyer resources to seller resources, everything about Tucson on here. As we scroll down, this is one of my favorite parts of the website. This is the interactive map. As you can see, it shows all of Tucson. As you go over different areas, it lights up. We are in Marana, which we're exploring, and if you click on the video or on the area of the map, it'll take you to everything specifically about Marana. You have right here all of the videos that I've done about Marana. So if it's something you're not wanting to go and scroll down, all of the videos about Marana will be linked on these pages for the areas. So great option for you to do that. Now, as we keep going down, a little bit about me and my team. And then we have everything from all of our resources here, all of my free guides, some past love from clients that are awesome, that I loved working with, any of my featured videos. So anything from the past few weeks will be on here as well. And then if you're looking to relocate, definitely download this guide. It's free for you. It goes over everything from restaurants, schools, country clubs, golf courses, neighborhoods, demographic, everything. It is everything to know about Tucson. Just click this, enter your information, and it'll get sent to you free straight to your email inbox. As we go down, more about the areas of Tucson and the suburbs or different neighborhoods, the popular ones. And then the best way to get in contact with me, if you haven't already scrolled down to the bottom of my contact, you can either text, call, or email, or you can click here, schedule a call with me. It'll open up a calendar, show you all the time availability. It's the easiest way to do it, whether it's a phone call or over Zoom. I love connecting with you that way. Now, another great option, if you're looking to buy, click on this buy tab here. You can go directly on this page, and you have to sign up through here to kind of save your search, but you can start making your own customized search here on this website. If it's a house that you like or don't like, it'll start tailoring it to you, and you'll start making your very own search. So super easy. Again, go to TucsonArizonaLiving.com, or it'll be linked down below. Now I'm going to jump over, and we're going to be talking about Rancho Marana and Gladden Farms. Now we looked at Dove Mountain. We are now on the west side of the I-10. Very popular location specifically for new construction. There's just quite a bit of building going on out here. Now, Gladden Farms is going to be the biggest master plan community in this area. That's everything from schools, just the location in general. This is going to be kind of an idea of what it looks like. It's funny how the trees color change as Google kind of absorbs it. Okay, so this is a good idea of kind of just the neighborhood itself. A lot of my clients who choose to move to this area, they're going to be looking within the price ranges of your mid to low 300s to maybe around high 4s, maybe low 5s, if that's kind of pushing it. But it's a very, very popular area. A lot of relocation people, whether they're looking at government jobs, Raytheon, any of those, military, and especially if they have children, they really love this area. There's so many walking paths in this area. You have a 7-acre dog park, just so much going on. This is kind of more of their developed area here, give you a sense of the neighborhood, but it's, again, very, very popular. There's a lot going on in this area. Let me take you to where some of the new construction is. They just opened brand new K-8 school, and you can see this is all built. So this is already all built and established here. Right here, this is where that new school that I just mentioned is. This is very outdated. Yeah, February 2023. This looks a lot different of what it is. We'll show you just some shots and everything. But before I kind of show you where people are hanging out, shopping, everything, let's look at the schools. Now, we were at Dove Mountain. I'm going across over here. Now, this isn't updated yet because this school just opened, but that brand new K-8 I just mentioned is right in this area here. It is a K-8 STEM school, beautiful STEM school, but they also have another elementary, and it's not popping up, but is right in this area. Let me scroll out and see where right here. It's not here, it is right over here. Gladden Farms Elementary, which is a B+ school, and that is right here in this area. And then if you are doing middle school, right here, Marana Middle School, if you're living all in this area, you're probably about a 5-minute drive, 10 minutes at max, depending on. And then for high school, as we zoom out, you have Marana High School right through here, B school. This is going to be the furthest drive for you, probably about a 15-minute drive or so. Those are going to be the main schools when it comes to public schools. Those are going to be the main schools when it comes to public schools. Now, again, of course, you have the option of charter schools, but that's something definitely do your research on if that's what you're looking for. Now, I will say, let's get back over to this map. People who are choosing to live here, again, kind of more family oriented. You have a little bit more of the access to walking paths, dog parks. It's called the Paws and Claws Park. This is a 7-acre dog park right through here. Again, this is very outdated. This is all grass, very pretty in this area. You have all of these sidewalks and walking trails here, but this just gives you a sense of how much build has gone on. It kind of shocks me because this is already all developed. There are people who are living here and living in these areas right now. One of the biggest things for, I think, the Gladden Farms Ranch and Marana area is they finally have their first commercial shopping area, which is right here. They have a Fry's Super Center. So instead of having to drive to Dove Mountain or Cortero, all of this area is developed right now. This is very outdated, 2021. They have a brand new Fry's Marketplace. They have a Black Rock Coffee. They have a Jersey Mike's, Supercuts, McDonald's, all in this area. And it is right across the street from the Gladden Farms Community Park, which is really beautiful. There's splash pads here. They even have the Marana Heritage Park, which is huge. You can rent a slot of land and you can grow your own fruits and vegetables right in that area, which is really cool. This is the area here, Heritage Park. So there's a lot of reasons why people love living here, whether it's in Gladden Farms, this 3-mile radius, or if you're living in Rancho Marana right in here. You're in farmland, you still have beautiful, mountain views and everything, but it's a little bit more wide open. You have all of the accessibility of the parks, the walking paths, the splash pad. They just opened their brand new aquatic center, which I'm gonna jump over and show you. This just opened this year. Really pretty aquatic center. They have a fitness center here. It's huge for the community. Look at this picture if it pops up. Great options of what's going on in this area. So many activities. They'll do fall festivals. They'll even have everything from like movie nights in the parks. It's just very family oriented. It's very much a master plan community that's involved with the community. Now, for other amenities, they are going to be building a brand new downtown area right in this area. That's going to be everything from outdoor shopping, restaurants, because let me show you what their current downtown area looks like. Let me zoom out. This is downtown Marana currently, not very big. But they're going to be building a brand new downtown area, which is going to be so cool. I'm very excited. It's a long time coming for this area, but look at how pretty. It's all farmland out here, which is great. But you have everything from doctor's offices, dentist office, McDonald's, Mexican restaurant, Taco Bell. I think there's a Panda Express out here. So you do have your amenities out here. You're not having to travel too far. But great option right in these areas. Now, quick trip right down here, you have a Starbucks over here. Other shopping areas, really where you're going to be shopping, you're going to get on the I-10. So whether you're getting on the Marana exit or Tangerine exit, you will be going to either Cortero or Twin Peaks. So right here at Twin Peaks, this is going to be your outlet shopping mall. Very popular shopping area in general. So you have everything from Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Levi's, Nike, all of these, Under Armour, great shopping area here. This is probably a 10-minute drive down the road. If you go to Cortero, this is going to be even more shopping. So you have your Walmart Supercenter, In-N-Out Burger, Guadalajara Grill, there's a movie theater here. You even have LA Fitness, TJ Maxx, Ross, all of those in this area, Jersey Mike's, just a huge shopping. Again, probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on where you're living in. Let me zoom out so I can show you where you're living in this area to get to this exit right here, 15 minutes at max. Now for Target and Costco, let's go ahead and zoom out again. This is your Rancho Marana Gladden Farms. Now, lifestyle, it's a little bit different. You're not gonna have your luxury in this area. It's gonna be kind of either family, first home buyers, or just people who really want a low care neighborhood. This is going to be that option. Now, zooming in, back on the I-10, we're gonna be getting off on your Ina exit. This is about maybe 15-minute drive, 20, depending on, again, where you're living in the neighborhood. Get off on Ina. Right here at Thornydale Plaza, you have your Lowe's, and you have your Target. You have Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, all of your kind of needs in this area. You even have another Fry's grocery store. That's kind of like one of the main grocery stores, I think, for Tucson. And then right down the street, you have your Costco. So this, again, super easy, super convenient. People love living in this area and just the affordability aspect of it. You're so close to all your amenities, but you're not living in town. And then downtown, anywhere from 20 to 25-minute drive. So great option. Again, so much family and neighborhood stuff going on in this area. Now, if you want to take a look at whether it's resale, new construction, definitely give me a call or text or email. Contact information is down below. There's so many areas in Marana to explore, so really getting on a quick call or Zoom call to get to know you and what's important for what you're looking for in a house, that helps me. I can narrow it down. Marana might not even be the best location for you. There could be other areas throughout Tucson that might work better. So make sure if you're relocating or if you already live here, definitely give me a call or text me. Now I'm gonna jump over to the MLS and show you what's going on builder-wise and just resale-wise for this part of Marana, Rancho Marana, and Gladden Farms. The main builders are going to be Meritage Homes, which I really love. You have Lennar Homes, DR Homes, and I'm pretty sure that is all that, oh, and KB Homes. Those 4 builders are going to be the main builders in that area. And again, if you go to my channel or website, it'll have all of the videos I've done of those builders in that area. Now, let's take a look. I'm gonna go and carve this out just to give you a good sense of resale, what's going on in this area. Okay, so through here, you can find anything from a manufactured home to a resale home, a new construction home, any of that. Now this one here, this is gonna be the least expensive home in the area, priced at, and this is a manufactured home, priced at $159,000. So if this is something that interests you, if you want a manufactured home, they do have those options here in Marana. So something to take a look at if it's something you're interested in. Now, single family, let's take a look. Here you have one for $305,000, and this is priced, it's a 1,538 square foot, priced at $305,000. It's been on the market for 28 days. Okay, let's take a look at what this looks like. Okay, so pretty, standard, can be move-in ready. Now again, kind of resale, it really depends on what you're looking for, what really fits your needs. If you're really kind of looking for affordability, you'd never know, because $305,000, it sounds inexpensive, but with interest rates, it can kind of jump up a little bit. That's why it's always good to kind of take a look at new construction, because for especially Meritage homes, I know right now they're offering 4.9% interest rate locked in, and you're getting a brand new home that no one's lived in. So it's kind of a win-win. So cheapest option, you're looking at low 300s, high 200s for a single family home. Let's take a look at more of your middle tier price range. So really kind of 300s, low 400s, that's like the sweet spot for, I think, this Gladden Farms Ranch in Marana. Here's one for $417,000 resale home, 2-story home. And this is 1965 square feet, again, priced at $417,000. This has been on the market for 7 days. Let's take a look at this one. Nice pavered driveway. Okay. Okay, needs some landscaping in the backyard. This is a brand new home. I think this is a DR Horton. This was built in 2025, okay, and it is a DR Horton. So these are one of the new construction homes that are available, and they are linked on the MLS if they're completed. So this gives you a good idea. 2-story home, you have your luxury vinyl plank, 2 faucet sink there, nice walk-in closet. So really, again, this is one of the only communities too, Cornet with DR Horton, that has its own community pool. You're really only gonna get splash pads or parks. This is the only one with a community pool. So good option. Now, let's go to the most expensive. Now, let's take a look at this one. This is priced at $649,000. This is 3,045 square feet, built in 2018. This has been on the market for 26 days. I will say for kind of this area, this does seem a little bit of a high price point, but very pretty home. So let's take a look. Okay, nice open floor plan. Okay, and that's kind of something too. It really, like the flow of the floor plan, what the landscaping is, but I will say just kind of from doing sales in this area, really kind of the high price points I've seen is the mid to low 500s, but if this sells, I think that's great. Okay, so builder grade, they have done some great remodeling and decoration in here. Let's take a look at that backyard. Okay, nice little patio bar, pool, gazebo, very pretty. Let's take a look at where this is in the map. Yep, so this is smack dab in Gladden Farms. Okay, so kind of gives you a good option of what's selling for in these areas. Again, you can do your new construction or you could do resale if you're wanting something that already has an established backyard, but gives you a good idea of what's going on in Gladden Farms and Marana. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Continental Reserve. Last, let's take a look at the Continental Reserve, Continental Ranch area of Marana. Now, we looked at Dove Mountain, we looked at Rancho Marana, Gladden Farms. Now we're gonna go right here where it says Continental Ranch, Continental Reserve, right here. This is a super popular area, and especially because you're a little bit closer into town. I think that does make a big difference, whether you're looking at Dove Mountain or if you're looking at the Rancho Marana. This is about a 10-minute difference depending on, but there's a difference in price point. There's no luxury out here. It's really gonna be kind of more of your cookie cutter master plan community homes. So to get to downtown Tucson, so here's downtown right here. It's about 15-20 minutes directly on the freeway. You would just have a little bit more access to necessities that are a little bit closer. So for schools, let's jump on that before I get ahead of myself and show you what's in the area. Okay, so again, all of this is going to be in the Marana School District. So for your Continental Reserve area, you're going to be looking at Rattlesnake Ridge Elementary, Twin Peaks Elementary, Coyote Trail Elementary, and is there Picture Rock Elementary out through here. You do also have Marana High School, so it's all accumulated throughout all of Marana. So really look up kind of Marana Unified School District, what's going to work for you, what areas, but as you can see there, either B, B+, you do have a few A minuses, but great schools, lots of kids in this area, so it's super, super kid friendly. Now, I will say resale is a little bit bigger out here. You do have two builders that are actively building in this area, and that is D.R. Horton, which is going to be near the Saguaro Springs area right here. And then you have Meritage Homes, which they are building right in this area, right in Continental Ranch. So, and I have done videos for both of those communities. So if it is something that interests you, definitely either comment down below and I can direct you where to go, or go through my channel, go to my website, whichever is easiest. Okay, so for amenities, again, you're closer. So right through here, Twin Peaks, this is gonna be your main way in and out right off of the freeway. We did show earlier, you do have the outlet store right here. So here's the outlet store. This is, depending on where you live, 5 to 10 minutes from this area. And then right across through here, through Twin Peaks, you have a lot of your shopping. So you have a Safeway right in this area, Orange Theory. There's a Chinese restaurant. Here's a Starbucks. Let's take a look. Verizon store. Here's our Safeway right through here. So this is going to be your main grocery store, or you even have other options on the other side of the street. Let me zoom back out through Silver Bell. So right through here, if you go to the Cortero exit, which that's all within this area. So Safeway right through here. And then at the Cortero exit, you have your Fry's Food and Drug right here on Cortero and Silver Bell. And then you have, again, we talked about this with Rancho Marana, you have your Walmart Supercenter, you have the Ross, TJ Maxx, In-N-Out Burger, lots of restaurants. Here's your Walmart and other shops. Let me take you over to the other side. You even have LA Fitness, Petco, Ace Hardware. So very close to shopping, amenities. You have a Dollar Tree, all right through here. So that's kind of, I think, why a lot of people live in this area is affordability options, new construction, but then just the proximity to life and amenities. Even though the other ones have that area, it's not as far of a drive. So you have hotels, restaurants, everything right in through here. And then as we go down, same one that you'd be going to for Costco or Target for Rancho Marana and Gladden Farms. You'd be going to the Ina exit or Orange Grove right here, and you have your Target right here. Oops, I'm on the back side. So here's the Target right there. You have Chick-fil-A, you have Starbucks, you have your Lowe's right there, and then of course just down the street you have your Costco, Topgolf, Home Depot, everything right here. Now, hospital-wise, you're super close to, you have urgent cares, which there's a few urgent cares right in the Twin Peaks exit, right through here. So if you're living in the Continental Ranch area, there's urgent cares right through here and in this area. Or for closest hospital, you're gonna be going to Northwest Medical Center, which is right here. 15-minute drive at max. I wanna say 10, just to play it safe. But right here, Northwest Medical, and that's kind of for everything, whether it is the Continental Ranch or Reserve area or Gladden Farms area, that's gonna be the biggest hospital right here. So again, people live in this area, there's walking paths. You do have at the D.R. Horton location, right over in, where am I? Right in this area here, they do have a master plan community with a pool. So it's a beautiful location. Back here, you're kind of secluded by the mountains. It's very pretty. Let's take a look and see if I can show you. This is kind of a sense of the neighborhood. Definitely more quiet. This is the community center here. I don't think it'll let me get close enough, but they have a splash pad, a pool, playground, lots going on right here. Now let's jump over and take a look at resale. Okay, so for this area, let me go ahead and create not as much resale going on, I don't think, in this area, which is kind of surprising. I think I made, okay, so resale wise, oops, this isn't working. Okay, let's take a look at resale. So jumping over, and you do, in these areas you have options of manufactured homes, but a lot of them are going to be single family. So let's kind of just take a look at single family. So least expensive home, $325,000, 2,048 square feet, which is pretty great. And this has been on the market for 6 days. So this is a manufactured home. Let's go ahead, we'll take a look through this, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of the non-manufactured single family. So 345, single family, 1,331 square feet. It's been on the market for 19 days. Okay, and this actually looks like it is one of the model homes, which this is with D.R. Horton. So great option, low price point for the most part. Let's take a look at kind of your medium range out there. Let's take a look at this one. This is 415, 1,854 square feet. It's been on the market for 117 days. And it's a new construction, but more established. It's been around for a few years. So you kind of get a sense, a lot of these for the most part are going to be more of those master plan community looking homes where you don't have as much character outside, which sometimes is okay. Now, most expensive, $725,000. This is a huge home. So this is 3,461 square feet, and this was built in 2015, been on the market for 81 days. Let's take a look. Pool, great views, really pretty. So great option if you're looking for a bigger home, 2-story, pool, already established. This kind of gives you an idea of what you can get out in that Continental Reserve area, which is really great. Again, builder-wise, you have Meritage Homes and D.R. Horton. Everywhere there, or anywhere they're starting from mid-300s up to D.R. Horton can get into the high 4s. Meritage Homes is getting into the low 4s. So great options, great incentives, definitely something to check into if you want to look resale or a new construction. That was just a little breakdown of the town of Marana, what it has to offer, the areas. There's so much more to explore about Marana. So if you have any questions about any of the 3 locations I mentioned, or any questions about any other areas in Tucson, definitely let me know. You can either text, call, or email me, especially if you're looking to relocate to Tucson. It's always good to make sure to get on a Zoom call or call with me so I can help you find the perfect location for your search here in Tucson. I'll see you in the next video.